There you are. Take your time. Breathe deep. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. No, you're not imagining things. You do smell food. You need to regain your senses first. Focus your attention onto your fingers, your toes. Feel your energy climb inward up your arms and legs. Let the warmth gently wake you. Now, bring your attention to the fun bits. Let the warmth move its way over your chest and along your groin. That gave you a nice spark of life, didn't it? But we're not done yet. I need you alert. Now your head. You hear me already because your ears have no choice. Open your eyes so you may see your host. A little bit tired still. Here, open your mouth. Yes, there's my pet. Do you taste that? It's sweet, isn't it? No. Wake up first. Then we'll talk business. You're barely coherent as it is. No. We'll try your eyes again. Now, look at me. There is the light behind those eyes. Tell me, do you recognize me? Bowsmith, that's right. Oh, good. And here I was worried I wouldn't leave an impression on the human that sold me the soul of that man. What was his name? Oh, don't look so glum. I don't care for their names. I know you wouldn't either. Yes, as noble as it would be to ask each sacrifice their name and life story, it would only make the offering that much more difficult to harvest. Though, I suppose witches can use names to their advantage, can't they? But that's not necessary for you. No, you're very special. Different magic, right? A difficult branch to study in, but you took to it like a bandit to gold. It's almost ironic, isn't it? You get along with others whether or not they're inside or outside your coven, and yet you're often the one called on to do the messy work, aren't you? Oh, my dear pet. I'm not shaming you. On the contrary, I'm impressed. You don't hurt others out of a sadistic craving, but to do what is necessary. You should be proud of your talents. Oh, yes, please. Help yourself to anything on the table. This lovely spread is all for you, after all. Where are we? I would have thought that you would have visited hell plenty of times in your restless slumber. Well, we're in a pocket of hell some call the Void. Supposedly a pocket of hell. Some say this is from where hell first began to blossom. Nothing as far as the eye can see. Not that you'd want to see any part of hell. Your mortal mind would likely chew its way out of your own eye sockets. I see you're eager to get straight to business. I summoned you here. Yes, I could have gone to the mortal world to contact you, but there are less prying eyes and ears in the Void. It's why you had to pull yourself from the brink of death. Were I not here, you'd be fading into the forgotten ghost of a shadow. You're getting awfully impatient for someone sitting in a lifeboat that I hold together. I've called you for the same reason you call demons. To make a deal. You've sold me the soul of another to gain the power to save others. What I am about to offer you is best left unheard. I'm not a proud man, but I am proud of my excellent business in exchanging souls for power. So when someone calls for me, I do not answer unless they've scheduled a meeting. I can't just be taking any soul trash, no. Just because you have a chiseled statue, that doesn't mean it's a good statue. Just because you have a soul, that doesn't mean it's a valuable soul. So, when your coven, your safe harbor, as you call it, calls on me, I'm inclined to listen. We've had a healthy partnership for decades now. So I tossed aside the boring paperwork of a down payment, a representative, the target in mind, and the requested purchase. Your people have been polite enough to handle all that on your own so you could meet me sooner. I remember being excited to show up to our meetings like a bright-eyed lover ready to receive flowers for our date. So why the fuck was I stood up? Where are my damn flowers, witch? Quiet. I don't want to hear your excuses. You're not the one who ruined my evening plans, after all. That person does belong in your happy family, though. Don't give me that she wasn't initiated crap. That's your problem, not mine. Your people send me uninitiated all the time. Your rules within your coven, they're not my rules. We had an understanding. Or I thought we did. And now, you have me trying to fill this hole in my heart with delicacies. Maybe I should cut back on the snacks. And our arrangement? You may speak freely. Yes. In the past, you did dole out justice remarkably well. Should someone try to skip out on paying their bill, I could easily take a nap and find their corpse gift wrapped for me before I had time to stretch. But it has been 2 weeks. Look at this face. I don't need any more beauty rest. I'm so fucking radiant that the sun has to squint at me. Teleport. Did you just say she teleported away? It's impossible for her to teleport away like that. Shush! I'm not saying you're lying. If a dead mouse ends up in your shoe, you suspect the cat placed it there. If you find a dead mouse in your vault, then you know something is wrong. I knew I was right to call on you. Well, I knew your connection, adaptability, and magic are useful, but I'm pleased to know that you've got a healthy brain behind those pretty eyes, too. I know you witches are cautious with your real names. What was your decoy name again? And about how many people know that name and your real name? I see. Then you'll need a second one. I didn't bring you into the void just to catch up on gossip. This must be kept in secret. Your new name is Justice. Oh, you think I steal on the nose? If I wanted to be obvious, I would have called you Vengeance or Reaper. Wipe that smile off your face. You're my hitman, not a superhero. What? Did you not understand? I'm sending you, and you alone, to retrieve my dues. Did we not have this conversation? Anyone who runs out on me must be sacrificed. How is that suddenly a problem? Yes, I know you two are good friends. You have the history to know them and the magic to merge and split subjects. You can merge some of that evidence you have with your personal history, track her down, and split her head from her shoulders. Fine. I'll give you a choice. You can kill her, bury her, give her a nice funeral, or you can give me her soul. Her body will continue living for a while afterwards, but eventually she'll succumb to her deficiency and slowly become a demon, hungry to fill that empty space within her. To be honest, I think killing her might be a more merciful option. But maybe you wouldn't mind keeping your friend around, even as a demon. I, for one, have never lived in greater luxury, though I do have a steady stream of souls to live off of. You needn't worry about that. I wouldn't give you an option without a means to follow through with it. This is a hungry knife. It craves blood or souls. It will know when you're willing to feed it when the time comes. Should you decide against feeding it blood, your friend won't even feel the blade, nor her soul leaving her body. That way there's none of that awkward silence on the way back home of, "Did you just stab me? That really hurt, you know?" Making it much easier to convince her to come back with you. Oh, wonderful. I was not looking forward to forcibly removing my contract from your coven. No, don't worry about that. So long as you do your job within, say, until I start getting irritable, then you'll never have to find out. Oh, don't look so scared. It took me 2 weeks before I started getting annoyed. I can see I've lit a spark within you, though. After all, you do know what's at stake here, don't you? Oh, my dear pet, don't look so glum. I know it feels like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders, but I am on your side. But if you start to feel like you're failing, I'll cut you. Straight to the top of my waiting list. I'll see what I can do to help smooth out this whole ordeal. You can always talk to me. I can see you're ready to get started. Mind the darkness and remember to breathe. You'll be back in your realm shortly. And don't forget, I'm counting on you, my dear Justice.